What it is they are a fabrication shop that works with a lot of our members. They build their rigs, axles, all that kind of stuff. And they started a nonprofit organization that builds Jeeps for disabled military vets, firefighters, EMS, things like that. All of it's volunteer based, all the time, all the parts, all the everything. So we're just here to help raise money for that. So it's the Chesapeake Jeep Club Frozen Classic. This is our first year. We came up with this idea 4 months ago. And we decided to do like firefighters versus police, and which everybody loves. And on top of that, we did Baltimore versus Philadelphia. So you can't really get any more rivalry than that. We have the Prince George's County Canine Unit here doing a demonstration, and to just tell about what happens to the dogs after they retire, how the owners have to fund their lives and things like that.
Scooby's the 3.5-year-old. He's a Malinois, German Shepherd and Malinois mix. The reason why we have dogs like that, with their mix, is because the stamina of the dog, and the police dogs, they need a lot of stamina due to the work that they do. So he's 3.5 years old. He's come from Czechoslovakia. He's went through an 18-week patrol course, an 18-week narcotics course, and he's cross-trained both in patrol and narcotics.
Does he work with you the whole time?
He is mine. He is my dog. He goes home with me. He comes to work with me, he goes training with me, and he comes to demos with me.
These dogs are also trained to call back, which that means that once again the suspect's running and I don't want him to bite him, I can call him back to me within a second.
The dogs are trained specifically to the handler. Commands are all in English for Scooby. Some are in German and some are in Dutch, depending on the dog. Scooby's bite command is in German, and that's just, we don't want everybody going around saying his bite command. But he is only commanded by me. So if another handler calls him over, he won't come to him.
Even with the exact same commands, he won't listen to anybody else?
No, he won't listen to anybody else.
I can't even get my dog to listen to me.
Yeah, he's quite obedient. He's a obedient dog. We go through, every month we do 16 hours of training, both for patrol, and then we do 8 hours of training for narcotics. So it's a constant training process that the dogs go through with the handlers.
I saw you out here playing with him a little bit. Does he flip a switch, I guess, to go from work to play mode?
He does. The dogs, all dogs they like to play, and they like to be dogs. And he's a dog when he comes home. Once he gets the harness on and he gets in the truck and he knows it's time to go to work, he does flip a switch. It's kind of like, turning the light on and turning the light off. Sometimes his light stays on a little bit longer than I want it to. But when he goes home, he knows it's time to be a dog. And I let him be a dog, and I let him be stupid. And I let him make mistakes like all dogs do. But when he's at work, it's time to work.
I want to say thank you to Baltimore City Fire Department and Philadelphia Police Department for coming out and playing for us.
How in the world did you get hooked up with an event down here?
We started, one of the guys that does the USA Warriors team, Johnny Lorson, contacted us. We had played them years ago at Fort Drum up in New York, and he asked if we would be interested in helping him out down here. And absolutely, it's something we go across. We've been to Switzerland and back. So we've played all over the world, so it's something like this. Anytime it's a charity involved, we're up for it. So we have a good time with it.
What kind of backgrounds do most of your guys have in hockey?
Most of us played either junior, like minor hockey, from juniors and down. So we don't have anybody that's ever played NHL. We've had a couple guys that have been close to AHL level, but they're all junior players.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we have a good mix. We have guys that have only been skating for a little bit, and guys that have been skating for their entire lives.
One team, one heart, one vision, 1, 2, 3.
Do you guys practice? Do you play in a league?
We play in a league here, two seasons a year. There's 3 seasons that they have, but we play 2 seasons a year, 20-plus games a year for all of us. It's all fire department members on the team. Some guys played in college. A lot of us just played in growing up, coming up through high school, a little bit in college. Right now it's just we're in the D division of our adult league. We end up doing pretty well in that, but we don't set anything on fire out there. We just go out and have fun and hang out with the guys.
The real connection between the Jeep Club and the military and the first responders, how did that all kind of evolve?
For some reason, there's just this connection. There are so many members that are police and fire within the club. I made a list back when there was we have almost 3,000 members now. We had about 1,500 members when I made the list, and 20% of them were fire, military, or EMS. I don't know if it has to do with the Humvee, Jeep kind of, off-road thing, but we tend to have a lot of them, so we like to do stuff for them.
Get where you can get the puck, Lee!
What about the natural rivalry you touched on a little bit between the fire department and the police department? I saw a lot of the cute little guns and hoses.
Yeah, Guns and Hoses was our favorite. Crab cakes and cheesesteaks, that was another one for Baltimore and Philadelphia. But we thought what better to bring together than police and firefighters.
Who are you rooting for?
My brother's a firefighter, so I have to go with firefighters.